Today is Tuesday. Today is also the World Series. It's starting today.
All right.
My home team, the Boston Red Sox, I made this joke earlier, but welcoming the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't know how well we're welcoming to Fenway Park for Game 1 of the best of 7 series.
That's right. The Red Sox knocked off the defending champions, the Houston Astros, to make it to the Fall Classic, while the Dodgers had to win Game 7 against the Milwaukee Brewers on the road to earn their spot. These two franchises only have met in the World Series once before, and that was 102 years ago in 1916.
I am excited about this one, but I'm definitely in the wrong part of the country.
Hey, don't worry, I'm with you. I'm rooting for the Red Sox here. So.
Go
Really?
Red Sox! Yeah. Yes, because they're amazing. Ian Walters is going like this. No, Red Sox are...
Oh, Matt's not for the Red Sox? Are you going Dodgers?
Come on.
I just can't root for Boston teams.
Oh,
I just can't do it.
Guys.
I'm sorry.
We get so much hate. It's because we're just so good. All right, well, tonight, pitch going off at 8 o'clock Eastern time. They're expecting a little bit of rain this afternoon. How about our weather? Are we expecting some rain?
Actually, fairly similar conditions to what they're seeing in Boston later today, which was kind of interesting. A little cooler later in the day for Boston. We have more sunshine to start the day, at least, because clouds are rolling in right about now throughout the area, even a chance of showers. That's mainly out on the coast. So let's give you a little preview in the next 3 days. I'd like to use this just as kind of a bullet point for the entire area. So everybody's included in these temperatures, everybody's included in these conditions. But essentially, we're all going to get cooler over the next couple of days. Today's the big one. We're going to see a big transition. Winds already picking up, and then later today into Wednesday, chance of showers. Yeah, and that's mainly for the coast. So I think the big thing here is while we do have the chance of showers, it's going to stay mainly to the north, mainly for the coast. And as you go further to the south and to the east, you're going to dry out more and more. So areas of Northern California are probably going to stay dry today. Klamath Falls probably going to stay dry today, but you do have some slight chances out there. Medford, kind of in that in-between. Yeah, we could see some showers. I see that fairly likely, but for the most part, not a whole lot. Just kind of the stuff that you have to flip on your windshield wipers for a couple seconds, then it gets squeaky. Wednesday, chance of showers early, but then you clear out and start to clear out more towards Thursday, and then another chance of showers late Thursday into Friday. Temperatures right now, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50 degrees in Bandon with 54 for Crescent City, 40 for Medford right now, so similar to start the day as what we saw yesterday, with pretty much clear skies when it comes to fog. Plenty of cloud cover at the higher levels, though. Back to you.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. A woman missing for 5 months and still no answers. Only on NBC5 News. For the first time, friends are sharing what they think happened to her.
I'm just afraid that we're not going to find her.
Miranda Beatty is referring to her friend Erica Hodge. The 39-year-old woman was last seen in May in Selma, then she disappeared. Her case was investigated by the Josephine County Sheriff's Office, the FBI, and now Oregon State Police are taking over this case. But the search continues with no sign of her.
Somebody did something to Erica that was not good.
Whether she's alive or not, we need that closure.
Erica stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, 100 pounds, with light brown dreadlocks and rainbow-colored highlights. She has a tattoo of a marijuana leaf on her right bicep. If you have any information, you're urged to contact Oregon State Police.
The 2 Eagle Point police officers involved in a deadly shooting back in September will have their case in front of a grand jury this week. Jackson County District Attorney Beth Heckert says her office can't announce the specific date just yet, but over the past week, her office has reviewed the police report and other evidence in the case, including that autopsy report for Matthew Thayer Graves. He's the man killed in that shooting. The grand jury will be determining whether or not the officers were justified in using deadly force.
Turning to Oregon politics, last night the Eagle Point Chamber of Commerce held an open forum for several candidates, including those racing for the sheriff's position. On one side, 2-year Sheriff Nathan Sickler. On the other, retired law enforcement officer from Utah, Bill Froelich. Each shared their views on what they believe the most important issues are right now.
The biggest concern that I have found in speaking with the citizens of this county is they want to have the confidence and trust restored in the Sheriff's Department. They're not receiving the service that they should receive. They're not receiving the attention that they should receive.
As a whole is going to be our jail. That impacts service levels across all of the criminal justice system, including the upper row. So that's my main focal point is how do we address that, and that's been what we've been working on for like the last 2 years.
Both candidates agree the jail is an important issue right now, and don't forget, Election Day is Tuesday, November 6th.
NBC5 News hosted the candidates for the District 3 Senate seat race on the extended 5-on-5 interview last night. Democrat Jeff Golden and Republican Jessica Gomez discussed education, economy, and homelessness.
I think we have to invest in pre-K. Not most states, a number of states have universal pre-K, and it turns out to be about the best investment down the road that they can make. So that's part of it. And part of it is you can't tease this apart from the other issues we've been talking about.
We need parents also to step up and help set some of the expectations for their children. We talk about charter school and private school and why those schools do better than our public system. And in many ways, it's because of the conscious decision from the parent to be involved in that child's education system.
Golden and Gomez are running for the seat currently held by Republican Alan DeBoer. We want to know what you thought about last night's 5-on-5 interview. Head over to our Facebook page at KOBI-TV NBC5 to join in on that conversation.
And now to a follow-up. Turkey's president says Saudi officials murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi in their Istanbul consulate after plotting his death for days, contradicting Saudi Arabia's explanation that the writer was accidentally killed. He demanded that the kingdom reveal the identities of all involved, regardless of their rank. The president of Turkey said Saudi officials began plotting against Khashoggi in late September, days ahead of his disappearance after he entered the consulate on October 2nd. He said Saudis used a body double as a decoy after Khashoggi was killed. His comments today contradicted Saudi accounts that he died accidentally in a fistfight in the consulate.
Your time right now is 6:37. Taking a look around the region, progress is being made this morning on the Klondike fire that's burning in Josephine and Curry counties. Members of the State Fire Marshal's office left the fire command yesterday. The fire is more than 174,000 acres, and crews hope to have the fire fully contained sometime next week.
Starting today, the Coast Guard is offering marine safety and survival training off the Oregon coast. The closest one to us is November 6th and 7th in Coos Bay. Commercial fishermen will get practice with emergency equipment like fire extinguishers and distress signals, along with emergency situations like man overboard and abandoning ship. After that training, participants receive a certificate and will be able to lead emergency drills on fishing boats. 6:37 is the time right now on this Tuesday morning. Let's send it over to meteorologist Matt Jordan. Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, taking a look outside, we do have some breezier winds. We have a front approaching right about now. You can see those winds definitely on the breezy side for we're out in the ocean. As this approaches, we'll see winds pick up. Already seeing that in North Bend, Brookings, Crescent City, for example, and in the Shasta Valley. That's one area we're watching, and east of the Cascades. But for right now, 10-mile-per-hour winds for Summer Lake, and mostly calm for areas like Medford and Ashland. We'll see those winds pick up. Because of this, you can see the front itself, some hints of precipitation getting picked up on the radar early this morning, but later this morning into the early afternoon, that's when we're going to see our next best chance of showers, mainly for the coast. You can see it approaching from the west, and the system itself is mainly off to the north of us, the low pressure center. So for the most part, your best chance of showers out on the coast and further to the north. Douglas County, for example. Head a little further to the south and east, less of a chance, a little further, and less of a chance. Klamath Falls, Montague, Wairika, and Mount Shasta, for the most part, probably going to stay dry for the day today. Checking out the coast, mostly cloudy showers, mainly later this morning into the afternoon. Your highs in the 50s, some scattered showers possible later tonight. In the West Valley is increasing cloud cover throughout the day with a chance of PM showers. Your highs mainly in the 60s, slight chance late tonight. And east of the Cascades, increasing cloud cover, breezy winds, probably dry. Your highs in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
Matt, thanks so much. 6:39 is the time right now. Coming up after this break, we have one baby that's traveled more than most adults. We'll explain.
And the Land Down Under is starting to get a new TV show. We're talking with the Irwin family about what it's about.
And if you're heading out the door on this Tuesday morning, here's a look at this morning's lowest gas according to GasBuddy.com. Stay with us. We have more NBC5 News at Sunrise coming up after the break.